Katifu oenkoro kwa Valentine umo sasirotu wekanserie Catholic oenkoro kwa Valentine abete kagosibwa asechera na inda ingegwetera matesa mange lakini asechera gabu umwana bw'omuntu omosibu nwaro engesechereyo boigo oenge omoko tuko omosasiroti oyo ainge gochigweitwo goiko gokukwae niganyarete gakobeka omwana olibo bw'omosibu akanyakorora karaba gakorora eyorogeti obwanchani akamagukwa ebyo ekerisa gatolika gegateba umutagatifu Valentine okure neryo bakabeka litukeriga dia 14 kiro omutinyo kiro mwaka abantu banyara bakumochengeresa oli obwanchani orogeti asoko okubweni omwana oli omuko nigo bono ensengema tokobato chengera litukoli abanchani asegetaseni kia Getembe TV tukubatebi happy Valentine's Day. Amarietane Juliah Kerubo karibu sana ase Ekeonga Chinsaisano na Ibere elinde tonyare kuligereria nara lia bereka wateka ime na isiko yorogongo rwagusi. Chuma rigereria Ekeonga Chinsaisano na Ibere na nekero totigareti chintoko bara chinsa gocha asobo chorio bubo chikokorekana asense ya Ethiopia ase omoske Laila Molodinga agochikorwanerera ekerogo keri kyobonya kerogo ase EU nigo obotuko boigoro ogosobotuko bogokera rero Ense ya Kenya omoske Dr. William Ruto abete gakumerana no munyakerogo bw'ekyombeku kya AU okorwase ekerogekyo omweshimiwa Musa Faki asebaye oyokubo igogo chikorwase ekerogekyo asebaikaranste na gokwanera muna bagokonya orogongo rwa Afrika na magenderero amange ayu agochikwene kiwa poigo muna omoske Raila Molodinga muna gochikoira ekerogekyo kya AU.
How are you? Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. I'm told you already. Nice to see you. Tu vas bien? Bien. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome, Chair.
Na ekero boigo togendete gotigara asengane yu yekero gekukia EU nigo omospika bwe bunge enene Moses Wetangula nigo boigo abekire budgeti ya abajumbe bane aboigo bagochigwika senseri ya Ethiopia ebyoko bakiroria ase obochorio bwa EU.
As the National Assembly and following a request from the Minister of Foreign Affairs, we have a delegation of 4 members traveling to Addis Ababa in solidarity with the Kenya candidate. I'm also aware that other members of the National Assembly will be traveling to Addis Ababa as part of the leadership and citizens of the country in solidarity and support of the candidature of the Honorable Raila Odinga. Indeed, in line with the provisions of standing orders, I have received around 40 notifications from members intending to attend the activity. For clarity, these members will be traveling in their private capacities as citizens and leaders and therefore will be self-sponsored. Honorable members, I say so because you have seen the usual barrage against Parliament, that Parliament has sent 100 members to Addis Ababa. We can very well even all go if we can be able to sponsor ourselves. But Parliament doesn't have the resources to sponsor.
Nekero ere litukurio gochengera obwanchani ase esengima nigo abararia kurwase county area Nakuru baba bakomerana na kwerwa aso okorwa manyinga gochesa baruiri bari sikinyagitari muna enchere yemo yukworokia obwanchani.
Mimi ndiye mwenyekiti wa muungano wa wanahabari mjini Nakuru. Leo hii sisi wanahabari wa Nakuru, takribani wanahabari zaidi ya 100, tumeweza kuungana ili tuje kutoa damu siku ya leo, siku ya Valentines, ambapo tungetaka kushare upendo wetu na wenzetu, Wakenya wenzetu. Jambo ambalo limetufanya tukaweza kuamua kufanya jambo hili ni kwamba tumekuwa tukiangazia masuala mingi kuhusu ukosefu wa damu nchini, na leo hii tukaamua kwamba tuwe kati ya suluhisho na kuwa mstari wa mbele katika kutoa damu. So kwa leo tumeweza kuungana sisi wote ili tuwe wa kwanza, na tumeweza kufika hapo mapema sana ili tukue mstari wa mbele kuweza kuonyesha Wakenya wenzetu kwamba ni muhimu kutoa damu. Manake tumekuwa tukiona challenges hizi, watu wengi wamekuwa wakikuja kutoa damu, lakini na sisi tumekuwa tukiwaangazia tu. Leo hii tumeamua pia sisi kuwa mojawapo ya wale. Jambo la pili labda nikueleze ni kwamba nasi pia tumekuwa affected na jambo hili la upungufu wa damu nchini. Manake hivi majuzi tumekuwa na mwenzetu ambaye pia amekuwa na kihitaji damu, na tuliweza kushuhudia challenges ambayo aliweza kupitia ili kupata damu hii. Kwa hivyo tukaona ni vyema kwamba tuchangie katika kuongeza damu, na ndio manake tukaamua tuje pia sisi tukaweze kuwa kati ya wale ambao wanatoa damu.
Niko kwenye foleni ya kutoa damu kwa sasa, nimeweza kujaza ile fomu na natarajia kuwa mtu next ambaye atatoa damu kwa sasa. Nafurahia kwamba naweza fanya hivyo kumsaidia yule ambaye hali yake ya kiafya si njema. If at any point I get to save a life, ninashukuru pia. Kwa pia mimi nina hali afya nzuri kwa leo, pengine muda unaokuja nitahitaji damu. So ningependa kuhimiza ambao wako nyumbani waje tutoe damu. You never know who you'll help. So mi kwangu ni save a life and let's be happy together siku hii ya Valentine's.
For me today, donating blood is an act of love because I know there are so many people out there who needs blood and they don't have the access to it. So for me today being a Valentine Day,
no mwaro kyoyomo yuboigo ore grade gya kianda ase skuru ya Chelilis yego toka ase bunge ya Burete county ya Kericho nigo abeire kagusirio bogima bwaye ase chinchera chintutukanu ase boigo obotukibono bwachakigo nigo mwaro kyoyo abakagusirio bogima bwaye ero enge kwenekya chigosori ase skuru yaye.
Mtoto wangu alikuwa mzuri, hakukuwa amekonjeka kabisa. Asubuhi jioni nilitengenezea chai ya kila asubuhi ya kukunywa alafu kwenda shule.
Mtoto alitoka asubuhi akiwa salama, amekuwa na afya, alikuwa changamfu. Kufika mwendo wa saa 6 hivi ndio tukapata habari ya kwamba alikuwa katika mchezo akaanguka na kusirai na akasaidiwa.
We have been paid peanuts, no gratitude, yet we are working in a very harsh conditions. We are offering services that we can't even afford. Comrades power! Comrades power! We only have 2 demands, PNP and gratitude. We don't want more dramas and more promises. We want this settlement to end. The COG and the ministry to solve this issue once and for all before we go back to work. We will have 2 demands, PNP and gratitude. We don't want more dramas and more promises. We want this settlement to end. The COG and the ministry to solve this issue once and for all before we go back to work. We UHC Healthcare.
Mwancho morigere togasabo kwabera asokobora kweriogia somogano yunigo abanyagitari abateresa wetanie meyemo abakorwa ase county inye Busia Bungoma Vihiga na Kakamega nigo bayene kirigo chigo chaka omugirobo maega yogotaka no chibesa asabono bakoboria ewizara yobo chenu weswanania iriko bakonya erinde banyare konyora obwene bwabo.
We have been paid peanuts, no gratitude. Yet we are working in a very harsh conditions. We are offering services that we can't even afford. Comrades power! Comrades power! We only have 2 demands, PNP and gratitude. We don't want more dramas and more promises. We want this statement to end. The COG and the ministry to solve this issue once and for all before we go back to work.
We UHC healthcare workers have been working on contract for 5 years. And currently we have been seeing advert of healthy positions. Being our young brothers being recruited, who finished school the other day, and yet we have been there for 5 years with a lot of experience. Why can't they be human at least for once and consider absorbing the UHC staff at least for permanent and pensionable?
We are calling upon the president, we are calling upon the CS and the PS to look into this matter and make sure they are absorbing UHC staffs immediately. And we are also calling upon the ministry. If they can't, if the county government is disowning us, then they should employ us on PNP and take us to parastatals like Kakamega, MTRH, and even KNH. We are ready to go there.
Na waziri otenenere toborendi boime omweshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen nigo boigo abereka kugikeria abanasiasa abagendete koreta chibura buru ase emesangerekano anene asogosegeta abasaye gochakia chibura buru echo ase boigo atebire bunna nige getambukere getindi kerachikoimukigwa ase omwanasiasa oyo gotoka niga gosegeta abasaye kunokoreta echibura buru.
When the president spoke in Isiolo, he was speaking out of information. Those leaders, including county officials that were arrested, will face the full force of the law. They are elected officials and leaders who are hiding behind political action by mobilizing young people, giving them alcohol, and asking them to come and heckle their competitors in meetings and dragging them to make sure that they do so on their behalf. We are coming for you. If that is how to protect the politics, let the politics stay. We will not compromise any person and this kind of behavior because you will tell us that you will bring votes to the president or to this government. We are not going to sell the future of our country for the sake of votes. You can stay with your
Na ekiombe kerige korigereria gosege koringoria amonchoreria yerire ase county ya Kajiado ni gobono kene kirio moyega bwa matukabere ase county yo ase kego semi abamenye bensemi yo korigereria rire gosemuna bagochi gosemi go igoro yo bonchoreria berire barigereria rire ryo batarakora ubonchoreria bwabo gose uboremi bwabo.
Ile muhimu ni mambo matatu. Ya kwanza ni tunaangalia mambo ya maji vile inatumika. Kwa hivyo mambo utabiri inasaidia mambo vile tutatumia maji. Ya pili tunaangalia vile mfugo wetu watapata chakula. Ya tatu ni mambo ya kilimo. Basi tunasema utabiri unasaidia sana sana ile inaitwa early warning systems.
Like right now what is happening, we are trying to look at the review of the last season forecast. The last season forecast is that as the Kenya Meteorological Department, we gave the forecast, and also the indigenous knowledge expert, they gave their forecast, and we reached a consensus. And this consensus, we are trying to look at the review.
Weather patterns have changed significantly. We are not very sure of when the rains will start and when they will stop. We are not very sure about the quantity of the rains that we expect, and therefore information about weather and when it will rain has become very, very important because it will allow farmers to plan on when to plant.
Umancho morigereria ayuna yanda mange no chikonyanyora chikoraga Chinsaisano chamaragoba kwarengena inche Juliah Kerubo na oyenga sensemo yemanyererio nigo akrokwa Wilson Makori.
Getembe Television, Ekeonga, Kiamamogusi.
Eduka ya womo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka cholide ilikuwatoka chirangi cha Crown Paints eyuere company nambe yemo eyokorose chirangi meyenseyiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biria bikomanya seyika ngo kwanira chirangi echo boigo chire chichi brand ao echo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao punabondo mbabwate chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba isiko ye nyumba chire chikomentere nibwa amavuta yani oil na bwigo chiriya chia mache inyoranga chirangi chiga nigo chire korwase chire cheri guririke iriya gatigati wekariguri iriya bantabati bwigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo gwochoganya chirangi wikabunuragani gwochoganire erangiyiga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores na gwokwege namuna ekale aho watagete nigo kwayanyora bwikirano tutarire rero eriwe nyorere abamanyi nabwigo enekenga enyumba yao use asomanyete use chire chibiasara nchibwa tokorekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego toka se enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumucho yigo musongo